stuff into a major studio and synchronize it with the tape, and then stick your vocals on, and you've got your entire thing. All the groundwork can be done at home.
One electronic instrument can control another by using a digital language called MIDI, which all the equipment understands. It means, for example, the computer can send messages about what note is to be played and when. It's a bit like the modern version of the holes in a pianola roll. Even Midge's small personal computer allows him to record and experiment with up to 24 tracks of music. And with his latest toy, he can even pre-program the way the tracks sound together on a new miniature digital mixing console. But doesn't this mean that musicians are just turning into computer programmers?
Not at all. You've still got to be a musician to make any of this do what you want it to do, to try and put some sort of feel into music. You still have to have feel in your hands. I'm not a keyboard player by any stretch of the imagination, and although the system is set up with a keyboard player, I use a guitar most of the time to program this stuff, simply because I'm a guitarist and I can put more emphasis on what I play. This is the latest in guitar synthesis. It's although it looks roughly like a sort of Bo Diddley guitar, it's actually a synthesizer in its own right, but laid out in a guitar format. Within this there's 100 memories. It's a digital synth, again, like the rest of them. But being a guitarist, it's a lot easier for me to pick up and do things than sort of guitar-y sound, acoustic guitar style. So it's nice sounds. You sit and program all your own sounds and whatever. You can also use it as a master keyboard, a master instrument, instead of the keyboard here. So if you turn up that volume control over there, and I'll turn the volume control down here, you're going to get the same sound we were using earlier, but played on guitar.
Oh, brilliant. So that's using MIDI information to drive that synthesizer?
Yeah.
Except on strings rather than keys?
Yep, absolutely.
What a great sound. And is there an advantage to be able to using strings rather than keys?
Yes, there's lots of things that you can do with a guitar-orientated instrument that you can't do on a keyboard. If I can find a sound. Because playing guitar is a very different style than playing a keyboard, so you're getting all the feel and movement that a guitarist would have, but played through an electronic instrument.
This is the Ocean Waltz, with whales on drums, penguins on percussion, and seals playing lead. Here at London Zoo, the creators of that work, Peter Wilshire and Robin Lumley, are auditioning some more potential artistes. That's a tremendous sound, isn't it? The stone curlew, how useful will that be to you?
Well, because it contains so much in the high frequency area, I'm sure we're going to be able to sample him and use him for lead instruments, like perhaps kind of guitar-y sounds, or maybe almost like into the vocal area.
So you could make a vocal sounding...
Oh yes, indeed we could, just by taking a very small fragment of his call and then sampling it on this system that we use, and taking one bit at a time.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely incredible. What a wonderful sound sample that is. I mean, there's two different voices. It's got a bit of mid-range screaming right up to the top. It sounds like a horn. Like
it's the entire trumpet section. Now this is going to be interesting. It seems only fair to discover what the artists themselves make of this kind of music. But But where sound sampling and computer control are having an increasing impact is in the world of television and films. Dick Lewis is one of many whose business is